Hi everybody, Kat here. Welcome to my channel. Hope you're having a great day. We've got some royal breaking news and it's not great. We're going to start with Kate, Princess of Wales. It seems that Catherine, has been admitted to a London hospital for planned abdominal surgery, so this wasn't anything that was a surprise. Now, they say she's going to be in the hospital for a couple of weeks and won't resume to royal duties till after Easter. So at least, closing in on 3 months, so it, could be something quite seriously, obviously. Now, Kensington Palace has put out a statement, and I'm going to read that to you right off the computer here. Her Royal Highness, the Princess of Wales, was admitted to hospital yesterday for planned abdominal surgery. The surgery was successful, and it's expected that she will remain in hospital for 10 to 14 days before returning home to continue her recovery. Based on the current medical advice, she is unlikely to return to public duties until after Easter. So we're looking at sometime mid-April. The Princess of Wales appreciates the interest this statement will generate. She hopes that the public will understand her desire to maintain as much normality for her children as possible, and her wish that her personal medical information remains private. Kensington Palace will therefore only provide updates on Her Royal Highness's progress when there is significant new information to share. The Princess of Wales wishes to apologize to all those concerned for the fact that she has to postpone her upcoming engagements. She looks forward to reinstating as many as possible as soon as possible. So there you have it, the statement from Kensington Palace. Kate will be recovering from surgery, abdominal surgery. This was planned. She was admitted to the hospital yesterday. They anticipate about a 10 to 14 day stay after the surgery, and then 6 weeks or so recovery at home. So obviously it's something quite serious. Of course, we could all speculate what it could be, but I mean, there's almost no point doing it. They're not going to tell us. What do we see? Kate's very thin. We know that, but she's always been thin. She's always been sporty. She's always been rather athletic. There's never been any indication. The only indication of any health issue she's ever had is during her pregnancies, when she had that very grave form of morning sickness that basically rendered her bedridden and sick for months at a time. Beyond that, for me anyway, it's just speculation. There could be, endometriosis surgery, cancer, a hysterectomy. Who knows? It could be a number of anything, and I don't want to put anything out there and start any rumors because I have no idea. Maybe as time goes on, somebody a little more in the know or something like that. I'm sure there's going to be speculation. I'm sure there's going to be talk. So we just have to wait and see what happens and anticipate Catherine's return to public duties sometime after Easter. We probably won't see her till the Easter Sunday service when they all do the walkabout, after church. And that brings us to our second breaking news about the royal family. And this one concerns Prince William himself. And there is a headline on GB News, Prince William could break ties with the Church of England in snub of 500 years of tradition. Now we know the Queen was the head of the Church of England, defender of the faith. When she came to the throne, just about the whole population was at least nominally Anglican. You know, it was a Christian country now, and many, including myself, would say due to rampant immigration that just, you know, can you call Britain a Christian country anymore? Can you call Canada? You know, I mean, and I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying, there's a lot less focus on the Christian faith than there is perhaps, for example, the Muslim faith. They're, I mean, growing all over the place. As churches are closing down, mosques are being built, and it's changing the fabric of England and other countries, and, you know, Western countries as well. And it is given political pundits and royalists something to really consider what this might mean for the future. If Prince William, of course, we know Charles wanted, he rather than be defender of the faith, he wanted to be defender of faiths, encompassing all faiths. But when you're the leader of a church, it kind of means that you lead that church above others, because that is where your faith lies, and that is what it's like. If you owned a store, if you owned a clothing store, your advertisements, your statements, you'd be promoting your products. You wouldn't be promoting the store down the street and saying, oh, well, you know, they're real good too. I mean, it's just the thing. If you're going to be a Christian, be a Christian. If you're going to be a Muslim, be a Muslim, whatever. But the point is, as appointed as defender of the faith and head of the Anglican Church, the Church of England, there's a particular role there. There's a particular rule of, you know, I mean, protocol. What he's supposed to defend the church. He's supposed to promote the church. He's supposed to have a display of faith as an example to his people, King Charles, right? And but now they're saying Prince William could break ties with the Church of England, and this is this comes from an excerpt of Robert Hardman's new book, The Making of a King, King Charles III and the Modern Monarchy, which will be released on January 18th. Now, he has argued that the Prince of Wales may not follow in his father and grandmother's footsteps by becoming the supreme governor of the Church of England. According to an excerpt in the book, there is speculation that William may not take the title. And now the title has been affiliated with British sovereigns since King Henry VIII in the 1530s, who broke away from the Roman Catholic Church. Now, Hardman wrote, quoting him now, in royal circles, it's no secret that he does not share the king's sense of the spiritual, let alone the late Queen's unshakable devotion to the Anglican Church. His father is very spiritual and happy to talk about faith, but the prince is not. He doesn't go to church every Sunday, but then nor do the large majority of the country. He might go at Christmas and Easter, but that's it. He very much respects the institutions, but he's not instinctively comfortable in a faith environment. Prince William recently stepped out to attend church in St. Mary Magdalene in Sandringham on Christmas Day with his wife Kate and their children, Prince George X, Princess Charlotte VIII, and Prince Louis V. The Prince and Princess of Wales joined other members of the royal family for the outing which has took place traditionally for generations. Queen Elizabeth was known to attend church weekly throughout her 70-year reign. So there you have it. A couple of news bulletins that could clearly impact the monarchy. What's going on with Kate? We all hope and pray it's nothing serious, and our thoughts will be with her, and our prayers are with her for a speedy recovery from whatever it is that that she's having taken care of with the surgery. Now, William and his position or lack of position regarding being governor of the Church of England, Supreme Governor, this could provide a difficulty going forward with this kind of being known, because there's a lot of Brits out there that look to the royal family for not only sort of day-to-day support but also in a parochial sense. You heard after the Queen died, people were saying, if you watch those news flashes where they're discussing things with people and they're talking about this, and they're, how are we going to go on? And she's been the center of our lives, the center of the church, the center of society. For 70 years, she's been a part of everything, people, and although I think Charles is accepted as monarch, he's not as loved or devoted by the people. And I think, although a lot of people consider Charles a placeholder king and are looking for William's reign to kind of set some things right. Now, this lack of acknowledgement of the faith of one of the biggest institutions in British life. I mean, the monarchy and the Church of England have been tied together, knitted together as sort of the benchmark of British society from which all things kind of flourish. And that's certainly not the case anymore. Here's the thing with William there, you got to kind of understand. Is he kind of, is this his way of acknowledging the fact that, it must be hard, you're going to be ruler of the Commonwealth, ruler of Great Britain. The monarch over many, many subjects of many, many faiths, and perhaps he feels that he cannot serve everybody if he's only serving one religion as well, you see. So it puts him in a bit of a spot. There's that. He wants to be all-encompassing and be the king for the people, right? Like Diana, the people's princess, he wants to be the king of the people. Now, but there's another problem with that. We know that not only William, but Charles himself is knee-deep in the World Economic Forum, which is another control grid, but they're very much into the whole green agenda, you know, electric cars, heat pumps, and save the earth, and we're all gonna die. You know, you don't stop eating meat and all this nonsense. He's, you know, he's done speeches about this too. This is, we gotta change society, we gotta change life. And I've said so many times, there's no room for a Christian God when the green agenda, climate change, it's a religion, it's a cult. It's a cult. Despite best evidence and scientific proof, they're going to tell you that you need to change the way you live to save the earth. And it's, you know, it's not true. But here's a dilemma for William, and I think he is, by putting this kind of stuff out, by this stuff coming out, he is signaling the roadmap of which his reign is going to take. And it's going to be in lockstep with the World Economic Forum and control grid. It's going to be in lockstep with the green agenda and shaping of society. It's like Klaus Schwab said, you'll own nothing and you'll love it. They want to change your life, and not for the better. Their lives aren't going to change. Right now, all these world leaders are in Davos, Switzerland, discussing their next steps, how to alter society to suit their purposes. And it's all about control. Right now, it's all about the disinformation. What this means is, you know, all these privacy bills and crap, and the bills that Canada has put through, the internet safety bill, and it's about nothing about that. It's about restricting what you're allowed to see, restricting the information you're allowed to receive, restricting your ability to communicate, so that it's just like you're fed the party line and that's all you know. And anything that isn't the official narrative, they claim is, you know, a conspiracy theory, which most of them have been proven to be true, you know, if you look. So big changes coming. Big changes for you and me and the Commonwealth and anybody, which is everybody that's under the umbrella of the World Economic Forum, because they're a non-governmental, non-elected group of elitist, eugenicist, earth-worshipping, crazy maniacs that have assumed so much control right now, and the sovereign governments have given them this control to change society. That's where we're at. And Prince William, again and again, through his speeches and now this information, has proven that he's knee-deep. He'll be the new age king. That's what we have to look forward to. Of course, we wish Princess Catherine all the best with her surgery and her recovery. And I would love to hear your comments on all of this. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe. Check that you're still subscribed. Share this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.